more clubs.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
House of Cards, they reckon us. The movie title of the new series. All right, that's middle-aged men and their terrible driving. Bernard, what's on your mind?
I love a good long-term forecast. I do need to get out more, but some numbers out yesterday from Mobi or NB, depending on your flavour, that tourism in New Zealand is going to surge over the next 5 or 6 years, in particular from China. So we're going to see a doubling of the number of tourists from China to over 500,000 by 2021. The spending by Chinese tourists is going to surpass the spending by Australian tourists by 2021, and we're going to see, the amount of money spent by Chinese tourists rising from just over $1 billion a year to more like $2.5 billion a year by 2021. And New Zealand hasn't really thought about this, isn't really prepared for it. We don't have, for example, Mandarin signs in many towns or in hospitality. We don't have many Mandarin speakers. We're just not ready for it or understand what we need to do, and that's a problem that we need to try and address, because it's a huge opportunity / threat, depending on how you look at things, and it's something we should be working a lot harder at. And the whole, driving, taking the keys thing is one little sliver of that problem.
Presumably this is because Chinese people are earning more, travelling more, so there are plenty of other countries in the world that will also be seeing a lot more Chinese tourists.
But New Zealand is particularly popular, and the growth we're seeing is explosive. These direct connections into Auckland are making a big difference, and instead of the old tour groups that used to come around, very contained, short, not spending much money here, you're now having a lot more self-drive tourists who are coming here for not just a few days, but for several weeks, and there's been a lot more per day, and actually getting out and seeing the country. And it's going to have quite an impact, and it'll be a great opportunity for many people. But it's something we haven't really talked about or thought about, how big that trend will be over the next 7 or 8 years.
What's your call for Mandarin street signs? Mandarin speakers, you can see the obvious need for them. In these days of GPS, where you can go to a country where you don't speak the language, but you can get an English-speaking, English speaker, you get an English-speaking GPS that'll guide you around. Do you really need the street signs in Mandarin?
I don't know. And that's the thing. Are we talking about it? I mean, certainly when I go to places like Australia, and the Melbourne airport, for example, all of the public announcements in the airport are done in English and Mandarin. That's not the case in all of our public places.
Do you think, if you go to Shanghai, they don't have any street signs in English, and a lot of, and you get a little card with your hotel name on it in Chinese, so you can show it to the taxi driver because they don't understand Hawaii. So we still go. We don't feel offended that they don't speak our language. It makes travel a bit more adventurous in a way. It's foreign. We like that.
Yeah, but it's obviously going to be, if you want a really big market and you want people to love it, you should make it.
Well, I think we have to be ourselves. People are coming to New Zealand for a New Zealand experience, and not to just feel like they're still in China.
You've neatly summed up the probable 2 points of view about this, really.
We're disagreeing.
To what extent you accommodate